After more than 4 weeks of testimony, the closing arguments prepare the jury for the historic task of deciding whether to convict a former president and presumptive Republican presidential nominee. The prosecution and the defense passionately advise the jury to make a wise decision. Our legal correspondent Arlene Richards has more details.
On Tuesday, the prosecution and defense pushed their opposing theories one last time in the historic criminal case against former President Trump. Lead defense attorney Todd Blanche kicked off the morning with a 2.5-hour presentation designed to raise enough doubt in the jurors' minds to reject the prosecution's case. Blanche told the jury they were responsible for deciding whether or not former President Trump had anything to do with how payments to his former attorney were booked in his personal ledger, and that this case is not about an alleged affair, which Trump denies. At the outset, Blanche said President Trump is innocent. He did not commit any crimes, and the district attorney has not met their burden of proof, period. But discrediting Trump's former attorney Michael Cohen was the main focus of Blanche's remarks. For example, he called Cohen the MVP of liars. Trump's son, Donald Jr., who was in the courtroom, talked about Cohen at a press conference.
Michael Cohen is the embodiment of reasonable doubt, and this entire case hinges on someone who has quite literally lied to every single person and body he's ever been in front of.
Blanche said Cohen had lied in the past and he lied to the jurors. He pointed to key testimonies such as when Cohen said he spoke to Trump in October 2016 about paying off Stormy Daniels. Blanche said the call was actually to Trump's bodyguard. He told the jury they should want and expect more from this case than testimony from Michael Cohen, who is the only witness to say that Trump falsified business records. Moving on to Daniels' testimony, the defense disputed the former adult film star's allegations of an affair with Trump, and he rejected the prosecution's claims that entering into a non-disclosure agreement with Daniels to keep quiet about her story was illegal. Blanche dug into the details of several other claims made during the prosecution's case, including an alleged conspiracy and a campaign finance violation. The prosecution has the burden to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. Lead prosecutor Joshua Steinglass had 4.5 hours to convince the jury to convict the former president. Steinglass, recognizing Cohen's credibility was a theme of Blanche's closing, admitted that the former attorney's past dishonesty was notable, but said Cohen's anger was understandable. Given that he was the only one to pay the price for his involvement in the conspiracy, said Steinglass. The prosecution painstakingly reiterated their weeks-long case, again presenting recordings, emails, and text messages to the jury. Steinglass said the defense's claims that Daniels was attempting to extort Trump is not a defense, and pointed to Daniels' testimony that she initially just wanted to get the story out, not intending to sell it to Trump. He said Daniels' story was the motive for Trump to buy her story and to ultimately commit crimes. Former President Trump faces 34 counts of falsifying business records and up to 4 years in prison or probation for first-time offenders. It's unclear whether or not the prosecution will request jail time if he is convicted. Arlene Richards reporting from the criminal courthouse in Manhattan.